सह्याद्री पॉलिटेक्निक सावर्डे मधील मेकॅनिकल इंजिनिअरिंग विभागाच्या HOD मेक 0108 या यूट्यूब चॅनलवरती सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांचे मी स्वागत करतो. आज आपण पाहणार आहोत मॅनेजमेंट सब्जेक्ट कोड 22509 मधील युनिट 1. आता आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण पाहणार आहोत लर्निंग आउटकम युनिट 1 इंट्रोडक्शन टू मॅनेजमेंट कन्सेप्ट अँड मॅनेजरियल स्किल्स. यामध्ये CO म्हणजेच कोर्स आउटकम COA यूज बेसिक मॅनेजमेंट प्रिन्सिपल टू एक्झिक्यूट डेली ॲक्टिव्हिटी. आणि त्यामधील युनिट 1 मधील यूज ज्या आहेत त्या कोणत्या आहेत 1F अँड 1G. आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण पाहणार आहोत मॅनेजमेंट प्रिन्सिपल्स, मॅनेजमेंट लेवल अँड मॅनेजमेंट रोल्स एक्सेट्रा. आता फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मॅनेजमेंट इज डिफाईन ॲज आर्ट ॲज वेल ॲज सायन्स. आता हे कशा प्रकारे आहे हे आपण पाहूयात. आता मॅनेजमेंट नथिंग बट डेफिनेशन ऑफ मॅनेजमेंट we are study in previous videos, but revise here. Definition: the process of planning, organizing, leading and controlling the work of organizations members and of using all available organizational resources to reach stated organizational goals means management. Other side, management is also called as art as well as science. आता ते कशा प्रकारे आहे ते आपण या ठिकाणी पाहूयात. आता मॅनेजमेंट जी आहे याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही पाहिलं तर मॅनेजमेंट इज द ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ दॅट ह्युमन नॉलेज विच डील्स विथ पीपल्स. This knowledge has been derived from the theories propagated by many behavioral scientists and management expert. Means management is a science. Along with management like art, likewise creativity. A manager like an artist need to depend on his own experience, inner senses and judgment while taking decision on any managerial problems. Means good management depends on science as well as is nothing but art. Okay. Next, principle of managements. Henry Fayol 14 principles of management. One by one we are seeing here. First one is a division of work or division of labors principles. Division of labors including subdivision of work make it simpler and result in efficiency. Means he recommended that work of all kind must be divided and subdivided and allotted to various person according to their expertise in particular areas. Second one, authority and responsibility. Authority and responsibility are coexisting. Means if authority is given to a person, he should also be made responsible. Likewise, in same way, if anyone is made responsible for any job, he should be also have concern authority. Third principle is unity of command. The unity of command nothing but principle of one boss. A subordinate should receive order and be accountable to one and only one boss at a time. This is the good management. Fourth one, unity of directions. According to unity of direction, effort of all the members of the organization should be directed towards common goals. Next one is equity. Next one is equity. Fifth one. Equity means combination of fairness, kindness, and justice. Means all members feels equals orders. Next one is order. Sixth principle of management, order. This principle is concerned with proper and systematic arrangement of things and peoples. Means arrangement of things is called material order and placement of people is called social orders. Next one, disciplines. According to Henry Fayol, discipline means sincerity, respect of authority, and observance of rules and regulations of the enterprises. It is an important for smooth running of the enterprises. Next one is initiative. The initiative includes worker should be encouraged to take initiative in the work assigned to them. It means eagerness to initiate action without being asked to do so, etc. Next one, ninth principle, remuneration. Remuneration means as far as possible it should accord satisfaction to both employers and employees. Henry Fayol also recommended provision of the other benefits such as free educations, medicals, and residential facility to workers, etc. Next, stability of tenures. This is the most important principles of management. Stability means, according to the Henry Fayol, time is required for an employee to get used to a new work and succeed to doing it well. But if he is removed before that, he will not be able to render worthwhile service. Means stability most important. As a result, the time, effort, and money spent on training the worker will go waste. Next one is the scalar chain. Scalar chain includes or basically based on the chain of superior ranging from the ultimate authority to the work lowest. Every orders, instructions, messages, request, explanation, etc. has to pass through scalar chains. Next one, individual interest in common goal. Next one, aspire the corps. And next one is centralization. The centralizations including concentration of authority at the top level. In other words, centralization is a situation in which top management retain most of the decision making authority. These are the 14 principles of management. Next one, features of management. Group activity, goal oriented, factor of productions, invisible force, integrative process, social process, eternity, universality, intellectual exercise, profession. These are all the features of managements. Next one, types of management, managers, managerial roles and skills. Who are managers? In simple words, a manager is someone who coordinates and oversees the work of other people so that organizational goals can be accomplished. Manager is whole and soul, is the one of the key of management systems. Then types of managements, managers, top managers, nothing but CEOs, middle managers, first level managers, non-managerial employees. See one by one. Top managers. They are responsible for making organizational wide decisions. Top managements includes board of directors, managing directors, chief executive, general managers, president, owners. Next one, middle managers. Middle managers, they are found between first line managers and top managers. Manage the work of first line managers. Middle managers includes finance managers, purchase managers, production manager, research and development executive, etc. Next one, first line managers manage the work of non-managerial employees. First line managers includes superintendent, branch manager, general foreman, etc. And work of them, first line managers are usually called as supervisors. Next, managerial roles and skills. Managerial roles includes first one, interpersonal roles. Interpersonal roles cover the relationship that manager has to have with others. Basically having three categories: figurehead, leaders, and liaisons. Small clarification here. Figurehead means managers have to act as figureheads because of their formal authority and symbolic positions representing their organizations. Second one is leaders. Leaders role involves leading his subordinate and motivating them for willing contributions. Next one is liaisons. The third interpersonal role, that of liaisons, deals with horizontal relationship which work activity studies have shown to be important for a managers. Next role is informational roles. Informational roles involves collecting, receiving informations. There are also three informational roles are monitors, spokesperson, and disseminators. Monitors means collect the informations which can affect the organizational activity by reading magazines, report from the department, talking with others to learn changes in the public taste, etc. Disseminators roles manager distribute the informations to his subordinate and superior by sending circulars, holding meetings, and making phone calls. This process of transmission is the dissemination roles, passing on information of both factual and value kinds. Next one is spokesperson. Represent his organizations or unit with interacting with outsiders. These may be customers, financiers, government, suppliers, etc. Next one is decisional roles. Making decisions or choices. Having force divisions: entrepreneur, disturbance handlers, resource allocators, negotiators. Entrepreneurs. First one is, as entrepreneur, the managers assume certain risk which can affect the organizations. He take decision like expansions or diversifications, etc. Next one is the disturbance handlers. As conflict handles, he has to take care of certain disturbance in organization, such as resolving employees dispute and strikes, etc. Next one is resource allocators. As resource allocators, manager fulfill the demand of various units in terms of human, physical, and financials. Next one is negotiators. As negotiators, manager has to take decision regarding prices with suppliers and customers, etc. In this video, we conclude all the points related to management principles, management levels, management roles. Okay, this slide contain multiple choice questions for your practice. Okay, thank you. Stay home, stay safe.